guys, welcome back to Queen G's Recipes, and today I am going to be showing you how I like to make my double chocolate muffins. So the ingredients you'll be needing are a few, but definitely usually these are the ingredients that we usually have on hand or in our fridge. So let's go over them. What we have in here is 2 cups of flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon. We also have a 1/4 cup of cocoa. Try and get the best brand of cocoa because it's definitely worth it in the end. And here we have 3/4 cup of just regular white granulated sugar. Here we have 2 eggs. Here I have 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. And here I have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and into the vanilla extract I have added 1/4 teaspoon of instant coffee. You can use instant coffee or you can use instant espresso powder. And just so we get it dissolved, I like to put it into the vanilla and it automatically dissolves on its own. We don't have to worry about adding any extra hot water. In my pot here I have some chocolate, and I also have 1/3 cup of butter. So I have about 6 ounces of chocolate chips. You can use baking chocolate, semi-sweet, bittersweet, it's totally up to you. And here we have 1 cup of just regular 2% milk. You can use 1% skim, 3%, like it's totally up to you. And in here I also added 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So what we're going to do here is also, I wanted to let you know, if you don't have yogurt, you can use sour cream. You can use either one. It's totally fine. You're also going to be needing a bowl to mix your ingredients and a whisk. And I also have a 12 cup muffin liner here, lined with some muffin baking cups, baking muffin liners. And you can also, if you don't have any muffin liners, you can just butter or use some Pam spray. It's totally fine. And let's move on to the next step. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to melt our chocolate chips and our butter. So what I have done here is I have put my stove top on low heat because you don't want to scorch your chocolate. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it, allow everything to melt together, and then we're going to set it aside to cool off. So remember, low to medium heat, but on the lower side so it doesn't get burnt. Make sure you keep an eye on it and you don't get distracted. Okay guys, so now that our butter and chocolate is nice and smooth and nicely melted together, we're just gonna set this aside and let it cool off, and we're gonna work on mixing up the remaining of our ingredients. Alright guys, so now into our mixing bowl, we are going to add in our eggs. We're also going to add in our sugar. And we're going to give that a nice little mix. Now you can use a handheld mixer as well, an electric one, that's totally fine too, but today I'm just going to do everything by hand. Okay. Now I'm going to add in my vanilla and coffee mixture. Now my yogurt. If it seems like the mixture is splitting, don't worry about it because it'll all come together in the end. now we're gonna take our somewhat cooled chocolate mixture. We're going to add it in. And we're gonna give this a nice mix. Okay, now into our chocolate mixture, we're going to alternately add our flour and our milk. So I'm going to take about a third of the flour mixture and about a third of the milk and mix it with my spatula. You just want to mix until everything is just incorporated. No need to overmix. Okay. Now we're going to add in another portion and a little more milk. Mix again. Scraping the sides as you go along. Now make sure you have your oven preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's ready when you're ready to put your muffins in the oven. Okay, now the remaining flour, remaining milk, and mix it all together. And now into our chocolate batter, we're going to add in our chocolate chips and the flour that we used to coat them, and just gently add that in. Now I also wanted to tell you guys that I add the cinnamon and the instant coffee powder because I believe that it enhances the chocolate flavor, which I use all the time, and you don't really taste it in the batter, but it does really enhance the chocolate flavor. So, but if you feel you don't want to add cinnamon or coffee, that's totally fine too. It'll be just as delicious. Okay, so just until the chocolate chips are incorporated in the batter. And now I'm gonna get my ice cream scoop and we're gonna fill our muffin liners. Okay, so I have my ice cream scoop here and I'm just gonna fill my liners about 3/4 the way full. Now this batter usually gives about a dozen chocolate muffins, but it does depend on the size that you make your muffins. You might have 2 more or 2 less, but that's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. Okay, so my muffins are ready to go into the oven, preheated at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes or so. But I'll place mine in the oven and then I'll let you know how long mine were in there for. Hey guys, so my double chocolate muffins were in the oven for exactly 20 minutes. Now I'm gonna let them cool off 5 to 10 minutes on the pan, and then we're gonna try one. Okay guys, so here you have it, our double chocolate muffins ready to eat. Now, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and take care. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye! And as always, you will find the recipe in the description box below. Enjoy!